It's DK and I'm back today with another video. Don't forget to put me in a big screen video. Now if you're in the car, turn me up on your stereo. I keep my circle small like a Cheerio. Now, today, hold on, wait, before we get into that, throw them C's up! Throw them C's up if you're a part of the crew. You already know what to do. If you're not a part of the crew and you would like to be, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then throw the C's up in the comment section, because once you do that, you are a part of the crew. And don't forget to hit the like so I can get my pockets tight. Now, today we are going to be delivering a riding lawnmower. Now, my first time I ever did this, it was absolutely critical because I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I needed to sit on the lawnmower and drive it up inside the van. But instead, I found a way better and easier way to do it. I expected how I flew it. Now, in order to do this, you are going to need a ramp. And I did have a ramp. Where did we get that ramp from? Harbor Freight. We did have a ramp from Harbor Freight, but the ramp was too small, so the wheels did not, you couldn't drive the lawnmower on the ramp. So, in order for you to do this, you're going to need to get the ramp from Tractor Supply for like ATVs. So if you get that, you're going to be able to get to that money no cap. So we are at Tractor Supply right now, and we are doing the app called Rody with a Dabber Ranch. We are about to do the Rody app, get to this money no cap. We are picking up one item, which is a riding lawnmower. We're going to drive 7 miles for $59.53. We're here to get this cheese G. Let's go. And we are here at Tractor Supply. Get to this money. You already know why. Just so you guys know, for the most part, it's always going to tell you guys, good morning. It's always going to tell you guys to that you're going to need a hitch in the trailer, but for the most part, you don't. Usually, they always fit in the van. You put up to get these vans. I hope you understand. Good morning.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing? I have a Rody order to pick up.
Sure. All right, you're going to pick up the tractor?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll meet you in the side yard, okay?
Okay, side yard. Okay,
right.
Thank you very much. Time for us to set up this ramp. So this is the one you're going to need right here. I think we paid like, I can't remember how much we paid, like $100 or $200 for this John. Get a surf ski. Yeah, I'm just gonna push it.
Oh, okay.
I had to learn it the hard way, so
okay.
before I try to drive it up, instead of just pushing it up.
Gotcha.
Make my life easy.
Yeah.
Because look, it's kind of scary going up like that.
Yeah, it is. I'm not doing that. You might have to like...
Driving it, John. I gotta make sure that you're straight. Oh, it's getting caught again.
Is it up all the way?
This part right here.
I know, is the thing up all the way? Oh. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That's what's in here. Drive it. Okay. It's time to strap it down. We got this joint in here. We got 2 straps on the joint. One right here, one right there. And we also got the parker brake on. You gotta make sure you hit that down and hit the parker brake forward. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. It's probably best that you use 2 people to push it up the ramp, because it's kind of hard doing it with one person, because this thing does weigh 520 pounds. But if you have like a longer ramp, it probably be a little bit easier for you. For the most part, usually people at Tractor Supply usually help you out with doing this, but the lady didn't help you out this time. So it is what it is. We ain't gonna plan to maintain it, but to pull up and get this change in. Let's go. Just like that, we are here at the drop-off location. This one actually requires a signature, so hopefully the customer here. If not, guess what? I'm gonna call, and if not, we're taking it back to the store so we can go.
A few moments later.
Knock again. Well, unfortunately, guys, we're not going to be able to do the delivery because the customer is not answering the phone. They're not answering the door. We called and texted, and we called them like 5 or 6 times, and it's going straight to voicemail. So it does need a signature. So we do have to take it back to the store. Hey, get to this money, we'll never ignore. Let's get it. And we are back at Tractor Supply. Get to this money, you already know why. We back to getting this money. I ain't gonna lie, I definitely want to drop that joint off so y'all can see how we unload it, but y'all can see when since we at the stove, we at the stove. Get it popping like Crisco. Let's hit somebody back here. Dang. Ain't nobody back in the show. I'm back. I have to return it because the customer never answered the phone or the door, and they had I had to get a signature for it.
What?
I have to return it back to the store because the customer didn't answer the phone and it also knocked on the door.
Okay.
And this one needs a signature, so
Oh my God.
I had to return it.
All right. This is unbelievable. He even called wanting to know when it was going to be here.
Really?
Yeah.
I called like 5 times. It went straight to voicemail. It left a message and everything, so.
All right, so this lady wanted her mower delivered today, and Ahmad signed, fill out the paperwork, so she had to sign for it. She was never home, so now they want to return it back. So what happens then? They're going to have to pay for another roadie, right? Delivery?
We'll just have to put it in it again, but we won't double charge it. We will have to. We'll have to put it in again, but we won't charge it. Nothing I can do about it if the customer's not answering their phone.
All right. If you want to, you're by the
Pull
gate
back.
then?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. What that e-brick call? You ready? I wash my finger this time.
All right. Thank
We are good to
you.
go. I gotta lock this, right?
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I have to take a picture and I'm good to go.
Okay.
Now we gotta step back in with the photo. You already know that. Smack. We gone. Thank you. Have a good one. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get to show you guys as much as I wanted to on this video because we didn't get to deliver it to the customer. I will say this. I have some suggestions for you guys. I have some suggestions and I also have something that you must do because if you don't, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. Now, the first suggestion is I do recommend that this is kind of like a 2-person job. You can do it by yourself, but it's going to be harder for you to push the lawnmower up the ramp by yourself because it does weigh 520 pounds. Now, you can try to drive it up the ramp, but we noticed that the mower deck is like a deck that, with a propeller right there, that always get caught when you go up there. So if you try to drive up there, it might get caught on your way up. So keep that in mind. Now, I do want to say this. This is very, very, very important. Once you get the lawnmower inside of the van, make sure you strap it. First off, that's the first thing. Make sure you strap it, and the most important thing besides strapping it is make sure that you hit the parking brake. Make sure that you got the parking brake down because if you don't, the lawnmower is going to move during transportation. And I had to learn this the hard way because last time I did this, guess what? I messed up. Matter of fact, stay right here, stay right here, stay right here. Y'all see this? This is my my pole. You know I keep them poles on me. Look. Last time I did this, I bent this. I bent it back a little bit, but it's definitely bent, has a curve in it. As you guys can see, if you guys can see. So I had to bend it back in place. And that happened because guess what? I didn't know about the parking brake. So I'm just trying to let you guys know everything right now before you guys go out there and try to do this. So make sure you have the parking brake down. That's probably one of the most important things. And also make sure you have straps in order to strap everything down. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is this. Before you even take an order, make sure that you look at the dimensions. Now, once you look at dimensions, make sure also that the item can fit in your vehicle. Because, let me tell you guys this, the dimensions on this one was 71 inches long, pause, 45 inches wide, and 35 inches tall. So we can go out there and ball in our stall. If you do not know the dimensions of your van, do not take this order because you might be in for a rude awakening when you get to the pickup location. So make sure you know the dimensions of your vehicle and make sure you look at the dimensions before you accept the order so you can go out there and get an order. Also, I do want to say this. These orders are mainly for pickup trucks with trailers. For pickup truck with trailers, but you can do it in the van. Now, I tested this theory out because I saw the lawnmower in there one time. Well, you don't get to see, you just see the dimensions. I'm like, I wonder if this can fit in the van. Boom, we go there. That's the day we bought the ramp. I'm gonna put the ramp up there. That's how much the ramp costs. I'm gonna put the ramp up there on the screen so you guys can see how much we paid for the ramp. Now, I will say this, we have made way more money than we paid for the ramp. So sometimes you got to have the tools for the job. We had the other ramp, that ramp wasn't working, the wheels were too wide. So we couldn't get the thing up there. So then we had to go and check the supply since we was already there and purchase us this new ramp. And ever since then, everything's been smooth. Again, you might want to use two people to push it up the thing. And also, you can do this in a pickup truck with a trailer. This is recommended. So if you're out there and you got a van, you want to go out there and get them vans, look, you can try this out. Don't forget, I want the money, not the clout. So guess what? Instead of the $59.53 altogether, we received $118.70. Enough money to pay the rent. We ride them out on bench no tent. I will say this, Brody, you out of pocket. You missing about 36 cents. You finessed me for about 36 cents. Because guess what? On the return trip, we only received $59.17 instead of $59.53. I don't know what happened with that, Brody. You need to get it together because I need my cheddar. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, give me a thumbs up. And lock in tomorrow, because we're going to run it back up again. Because guess what? We love getting them dividends. I know. Y'all don't want me to go, but it's time for us to spin. Guess what? I'll see you guys again. I'll see you guys on the next one. We're going, you already know it, it's EDK, and I'm on my way.